Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, morning. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. If you guys can just let me know you can hear me. Disclaimers popped up. I'll pop up on my screen in just a second. Just get a chance to read. And just note that everything we're about to do today is for demo and paper trading purposes only. This is just for education and entertainment. But super excited to catch the volatility of the NFP release here shortly with you all, as well as get into the New York Open. So yeah, thanks for joining. And let's go ahead and check out what markets have for us today. Hope you guys are excited as I am. If you guys can now just confirm that you are able to see my charts. We'll talk about True Algo. We'll talk about our brand new beacons that have been working absolutely fantastic. And yeah, man, super excited to join you guys. Going to be nice and calm, not try to force anything in markets, and just try to create our edge on top of things. So let's jump right in. NFP is going to release in 5.5 minutes. So that's something that we're going to be looking for here in just a second. The things that, and I apologize if you guys hear me clearing my throat like crazy. I and pretty much everybody in my house right now has the flu, but I don't want to miss live streams. So my throat and my voice are going to hate me today. So I apologize in advance for my clearing of my throat. But yeah, I still wanted to be here. So let's do it. All right. So right now, as NFP, the very next candle is going to be the NFP release. And then just note that I am on 15-minute candles. I'm going to draw lots of little white drawing arrows to try to point your attention to things. Right now, what I want to be aware of is we are above our swing box on the ES. We are right smack at major resistance for the NQ folks for futures. So there's a higher degree that we should or could open bearish with this NFP news. And then the US 30 folks, you are stacked with two of our boxes. The whole point of our system is you get to a box, and then when you start closing the color of the reversal, so this box is above us, you can see yesterday it caught the absolute high, and then price went straight down. So this is something that we'll be looking for as the news releases into this. And then for all of you, if you're new to the NFP release, and let me fix that for you. Thanks. It would help if I had these on. There you go. This is the NQ in the middle. Thanks for letting me know. What's the direction for NFP, buy or sell? We are not a buy sell indicator, and anyone that is usually a delay. So we are not buying or selling. The only thing that we do is we use our predictive box system. And right now, the NQ and the US 30 are already offering an opportunity for a potential short. The ES is in a no zone because it is between boxes. We'd rather it be up here or down there. So there is a higher probability that we are about to reject bearish here for the NFP release. And then once we close above the box or above the box, then we can look for reasons to be bullish. So we have an easy invalidation with our system. Really quick, we have 3.5 minutes. I'm just going to check out some of the other asset classes. If you guys can just give me a second, and I can see you guys asking for the other asset classes as well. So for all of our current members, DXY is smacked right into our major swing box where it tends to build pretty big swing positions long. We have our daily scalp target that's also bullish for the DXY. There's an 87, might not be able to see this big enough, so let me make it a little bit bigger. There's an 87% chance today that this is going to get cleared. And then our brand new True Algo beacons, this is above us. Algo beacons, this is above us, right up there. So again, another super bullish thing that needs to be cleared by True Algo. This one has an 87% chance, cleared over the past 3 months. Both of these are bullish for DXY, which means markets have to be bearish in order for us to go up and clear those targets. So that's something that we'll be watching together. And then the euro on the right side of our screen, or sorry, this is the pound. When we get a close below this box, we can look for the pound to come clear its scalp target. It also has an 87% chance to clear it today. And it also has a brand new True Algo beacon right down there that needs cleared. So a lot of things are letting themselves to be bearish for markets. Look at really quick. Gold, you are inside of our trend box. What that means is usually for the rest of the week, we're looking for reasons for gold to only go higher. Today's the last week in the markets. We have a bearish scalp target and a bearish True Algo beacon right here. So we could look for right here on this pop of NFP for gold to come strike both of those targets. When you close below this box right here, we can look for reasons for price to start to slip lower. Oil, you are trending bearish. So that means for the rest of the week, we're looking for reasons for oil to go lower. If oil hits this box down here and then closes bullish, we can look for a New York move up. Oil has a True Algo beacon right there. So something else we can look for reasons for price to come to. We're just about to pop the NFP, so I'm going to stay on the indexes so we can watch it together. SPYs for the left side of the screen right now, for those of you guys asking. So SPYs in a no zone. The ES is on the left side. NQ and US 30 folks, we're looking slightly bearish as we're about to pop the NFP. And it's coming. You don't need to move exactly when the candle prints because it tends to go up and down. Who goes 50% long, 50% short here in just a second. Questions, just feel free to keep throwing them in and I'll keep checking out things that you guys are asking. But see if we can get down to these bearish targets that we have on all of our assets right now. These blue lines and these beacons, these little stars. NFP is just about to pop. See if we can get down to these bad boys. Right here and right there. Here comes, there you go. And so there's the initial move. You can see that candle's already flipping bearish from the NFP. We've got these targets down below. This is what I was saying to you before, that with True Algo, you didn't have an opportunity to short the ES because it was in a no zone on the left side of your guys' screen. But on the NQ and the US 30, you've already had a short opportunity from here and from here. So it kind of takes the stresses out. You guys can see right now live, we just cleared the first True Algo daily scalp target on the US 30, folks. So once you close below this scalp target, you can go below. Just showing you guys like how we try to call it live, but not just live as it's happening, but letting you know beforehand as we're headed there. I bet you gold right now has already cleared those two targets, and there you go. Look at the circles. You guys see it? There's gold. Both targets have now been cleared on the bearish side. If we didn't have these True Algo scalp targets and beacons, both of them provided with a percentage chance to be hit, it would be difficult to know if there's reasons for it to go down. So our indicator gives our traders that ahead of time so that they know. And by the way, look at DXY. This is what I was telling you guys. DXY, every single asset I've showed you guys so far in less than 5 minutes of being on stream, there's a scalp target and there's the True Algo beacon. Every single one has come to their targets, and then not to finish, here's the pound, and then the pound still has lower, by the way. It still has a beacon lower to head to. So all this stuff that we're watching, but every asset so far has gone the way we want from a predictive edge standpoint. We've now hit the very bottom of our box right here on the ES. This is usually right at the point that most retail traders will start to short because they missed the initial position. This is not somewhere you look to short. You need to have a close of a candle, preferably a 15-minute below this box, and then you can look for a continuation down. You can see live that our boxes are doing our thing. You guys have seen this before. We're like, we come up, we hit a box, we target the next box lower, and then you pop up. And these are those points where retail traders tend to get wrecked the most because they don't have a predictive indicator, which is what our system is. But just showing you guys, I'm trying to be really calm. I'm not going to sit here and say, we got to go long, got to go short, got to go long, and just keep repeating back and forth and have no idea and just hope that it goes right. It's just very calm and collected. I told you there was no short or long idea for you ES SPY folks. And the reason why is because the NQ already set up the short for us. And so like if you're like, well, what would have been that ideal position? You already have your bearish candle close. Excuse me. And I apologize for my throat right now, guys, as we're battling the flu. So like here is the first bearish candle close in the London session. And then right into that New York, not New York, but the NFP release. I was telling you, this can be somewhere where we can reject a bearish right here at the opening of this news event. So even before New York plays, and then right now, when some people would say, well, that's a small move, it's hard to tell on the candles. It's a 75 handle move, guys. You're talking about, sorry, it is a tremendous move that most people, it's on average, hold on, it's 107 handles. I apologize. So we're pushing 400 ticks on an initial move, and that's something that we want to go for. And if the NQ was a little hard, you'll see that with our members, we always show multiple assets at one time because we try to build confluences, not just put a whim on when to go. And then watch right here. You guys see this in our socials all the time. And this is what we call like true algo perfection, that we teach our members, guys that are current members, what is this? When you have a box stacked on top of another box right at the open of the day. What do we call that? And then for all of you guys that are learning our system, this is our true algo magnet. We expect it to be a magnet for price to go to. And as you guys can see here, it came straight to it first before it came to the lower boxes for all of you US 30 folks. And then we tell you guys in our socials, it's not just about tapping the box. It has to close the candle color confirmation that you want. And in this case, it's above us, so we want a bearish candle close. And then from here, as we get the bearish candle close right there, we show you this in our socials, but at least now you get to see it live. You have a major news release that's about to occur. And then what would be the idea? Your stop at that wick. It could be at the box. It could be at this candle close, whichever you like better. In this case, I'll use the wick. And then from here, you can see it is now a move of 148 handles. That's really important because most people, they think like these moves are small, guys, or you have to wait days and hours and hours. And we're talking about literally 15 minutes and you're done with your day. But your average move here is bigger than what most people can produce in a week. Most people can't produce 148 handles in a week. So, and essentially you could look to be just doing this one day a week during the most volatile time of the markets with a lower stress because you're trying to produce an edge in markets. US 30, just a reminder, everybody, US 30's true algo beacon is right down here. And I'll show you some more about how good the beacons are. And then ES SPY, SPX folks, you still have our true algo scalp target and the beacon way down here. So what does this tell me? When we close below these boxes going into New York, there is a higher probability that we are going to have a very bearish New York session. So that's something that I'll be watching here. And it gives me an idea of what price could do before it gets down there. So I'm able to predict an edge. And then very simply, okay, well, if you're bearish, when do you get bullish? And this is, again, one of the best parts about our system because you have to have an invalidation. If you close above this box, you guys see this right here? That's when you flip bullish. You don't sit here and have to play aggressively in this box while this candle's moving. The candles are live. You got to wait for them to close. We don't get it closed for another 9 minutes. That's why when most retail traders are going to sit here and try to fight, we can just watch the candle continue to go in our direction. You guys see how now we're at the very bottom of the box again? But if I were to go to a really small candle, you guys saw live that this bought up, and that wasn't the bigger players starting to buy. All they were taking profits on their shorts that we had from our system already. And so now, until we get a candle confirmation close bullish, there's no reason to go up. And this is what stops you from getting wrecked. We said this on the last NFP, where most retail traders think, okay, it's only going to go up until this candle or this candle or this candle closes bullish. After tapping a box, there's no reason for price to go up. So we'll just watch it continue to go low, and hopefully we can get 200 handles on a single candle here. DXY, absolutely on a moon session. You guys have seen this, right? Let me show you. I want to teach you guys something that's really important. Right here in our settings, I'm going to teach you guys a new word, and I'm telling you, man, this can help. We label them swing mode and scalp mode just because we understand that people understand those terms better. But I want to show you, you might have been learning the word scalp wrong or the word swing wrong as well. So what I'm going to show you real quick once this loads, give me 1 second. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Gold has now gotten all the way back down to our swing box. There's absolutely no reason yet to look to go long from the True Algo edge. It has to close bullish. This entire move push down has been telling us with our bearish scalp target and our bearish beacon, 80 and 90% hit rates. There's a 96% hit rate for it, and it got hit today. Until this candle closes bullish, there's no reason to sit here and fight the bearish move. That's the predictiveness of our system. If you were to say to me, well, look, it's hitting your box. This is where you look to flip bullish. You are correct. But here's the thing that you're going to miss. We now look for an idea for it to go bullish, but it has to close bullish. So where you're going to keep thinking this candle can be an opportunity to go long, we're going to sit here and be patient and wait for it to close. The reason why is because up here, we already had the opportunity to go short plus our scalp target and our beacon, and where you're trying to scoop out 5 to 6 ticks on gold, we've now scooped out that's $1,670 a contract on gold. And then instead, if you look at the very bottom on this wick, why try to fight to make this wick go bullish? Our system is designed, it has to close bullish. We know that's not possible unless it's all the way up here, guys. So what does that mean? Over the next 6 minutes, there's no reason to want to be bullish. That our system takes your FOMO out of the way. All right, sorry. And here's DXY. I'm going to turn off our companion app, and I'm going to leave on our beacons. You guys see all these little amazing, it's so beautiful. Look at this. Beacon, 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 and now the bullish beacon for today. You guys get these printed once every single day. But I just want to show you like how good True Algo is. And I mean it, guys. We actually are here to help people. You guys have seen our socials, or if not, go take a gander and go look at a couple of them. But we talked to you guys about this is the biggest level from a swing perspective where market makers are going to tend to build long positions. But here's the thing. When you guys hear the word swing, you might think that we're talking about you have to hold your position for weeks and days. Whoever taught you that is not the way we use the word swing. And it's also a retail technique. Do not sit here and apply the word swing the way we do. What we mean by swing, this swing box right here is for bullishness, to reverse bullish. What it means from a swing perspective, it is very, very hard to break this box. And that's why I told you, and if you're not sure, go back and watch the beginning of the stream. In less than 3 minutes before NFP released, I told you DXY was building bullish longs from our system. That means markets are going to be bearish. This is the swing box. It can't break this box. I very simply look for reasons to go lower. When we close below our box, from a swing perspective, this is very hard to break. Not a swing perspective, you have to hold it. And if someone were to say, okay, fine, I'll go long using an idea that this box can't break, but you said it's a swing idea, so I have to hold it forever. No, you don't, folks. 663 ticks on a single candle. You don't have to wait days. Everyone who's taught that swing positions have to be that time, it's just a term. So with True Algo, we depict swings as a strength to break. Same thing with scalp. Okay, and then just to show you guys like how cool this is, our brand new beacons, we just demoed this for our members. Or sorry, we just debuted it for our members last week. I just want to give you guys a chance to follow this as it pops up. I'm just looking at markets right now. So you see how like this is pushing up. Again, live, we get to see the bots are taking profit and it's scooping up. I am okay. I'm not going to sit here and chase this. Now, if you're someone who wants to use a very small candle, like watch, I'll pop on a 5-minute real quick. I'll come back to DXY. I just want to show you guys, if you're someone who wants to use smaller candles, you can use whatever you want. So just waiting for this to load. There it goes. You see this right here, guys? So if you're someone who wants to use 5-minute candles, or 3-minute, or 2-minute, or 1 minute, you can. There's no perfect entry model for any system ever. And this goes for all of our current members too that are watching this with us. What we know is this is a swing bullish reversal box. It's predictive. It's been here for the whole week before price ever got. You can see right here from a 5-minute perspective, it offered an amazing long opportunity. And so now as we're watching markets, if you're someone who wants to be on a 5-minute, I don't tend to be on 5-minute charts, but you can. You can create your own entry model because you know when you close below this box right there, that's where price is going to look to go lower. Until then, this is the box you expect price to hold. And you can see, well, if I'm doing a 5-minute candle, where would be my long idea? If you want to use 5-minute candles, and we told you, you have to have a bullish, or you have to have the candle color close of what you want. This is a bullish reversal box because it's below price. We hit it. This could be a potential stop. This could be a potential stop, or you could get the stop as it comes down and pushes back up. And now where are you looking to target? You could go to daily open. You could try to do a True Algo 180 all the way back to this box up here. And those are your options. But just showing you live right now, if you're someone who wants to use smaller candles, you can. And the system is still doing its job. Give me 1 second. I just want to show you the True Algo system using the beacons. So watch, let me make this real big. You can see the beacon art, the one last week too. Watch how these are created and then they become a target for price. And there you can see right there to the tick, gets tapped. Right now, if you guys look in the bottom left of your screen with True Algo, it says that there's an 88% chance for these beacons to get tapped over a 3-month period. But the hit rate still stands as you're moving throughout markets. It gives you another target for where price should head. Now we have a bullish beacon, so you'll be looking for price at some point on this asset to go up. And there you go to the tick, and price stops immediately. Waiting for the next day. This one is very close, I think, if I remember where the arrow is. Right there it goes. Another bullish beacon. So if you're struggling to find ideas for where market can move with volatility, right there you can see it's cleared, and we also closed above it. So now you have reasons for price to go higher. When you close above or below our beacon or our scalp targets, they can help get you to the next box. Now we've gotten to huge volatility move. You've entered in our swing box. If we start closing bullish, this is where you can see a big swing move upwards. It's hard to break this box. And then from there, you can see this tremendous amount of move. We knew that because the boxes are there for the whole week. You don't have to guess where they're going to be. We have a bearish scalp target now, so we're going to be looking for price to come down and hit that. Not scalp, sorry, beacon. True Algo beacon. This is why we tell you can't blindly trade to a beacon. You want to try to look to get to a box to get down to it. And there's the beacon that's been cleared now. That's 4 for 4. And as we just did this one live on stream with everybody, we have a bullish beacon above us, and we have NFP about to release. We are hitting our True Algo swing bullish reversal box. And where everybody says you can't predict it, there you go. And right now, DXY is still bullish, so there's no reason to fight. Markets are going to continue to be bearish. And by the way, live on stream, guys, the pound has now gotten to our True Algo beacon. You guys see it? So for anybody, when this came down and decided, all right, I'm going to look to go long, there's this huge red candle. We have to go up now. Using True Algo, we teach you very simply, when you close below a box, you simply target the next box lower. Any of you all have watched our streams or our socials, we've told you that. And now, I just want to show you how good the system is. There's your bearish candle close below this box. You now simply target the next box lower. And as you can see live, as the candle is moving, we have cleared the beacon and as well as the next candle that's closed. Zero stop hunt. You see how there's no wick on top and it goes straight to the take profit area. And so when this candle closes bullish, then we can look for price to reverse bullish for the pound. I'm going to turn on the rest of the indicator now for the day boxes. So right now, we have continued bearish candle closes, no bullish candle. I was telling you, it's pretty much was impossible to have a bullish candle on a 15-minute because it has to close up there. We already know that because that's how far the candle is. So until we get a bullish candle close, there's no reason to push up higher for a bullish reversal. And so I want to show you guys something because in a live environment, which I don't think most people can handle, everyone always puts the videos out later. I want you guys to see something. I was just talking to you guys about the ES right here. And I showed you if you want to go to 5-minute candles, you had an opportunity to trade it on a 5-minute. But I told you I don't use 5-minute candles. We teach on the 15-minute, and all of our tutorials up here, guys, are on the 30-minute time frame. If you went long on those 5 minutes, you had an opportunity for a long position. See how small it is, but you still had one. But I want to show you how good this system is. I told you on a 15-minute time frame, you have got to get a bullish candle close to get a bullish reversal from our box. What do you see on the very next candle? And it's identical to the pound and exact same exact thing as DXY. Because this is a box and we've hit it and it's a bearish close, there is no bullish close. We are about to put in a new low on this candle. We have a True Algo scalp target. 88% chance in the top of your, here, I'll make it bigger. 88% chance that during New York session, we are going to hit this right here. 88% chance. Once we get a bullish candle close from this box, so this is for you SPX, SPY, ES folks, then we can look to go higher. But right now, the system is flashing that we are still looking for prices to go lower from an edge creating perspective until it closes higher. And so if you guys have questions, I keep trying to read, and our moderators are doing a great job. The one thing I would really ask is if you guys have an opportunity to hit the like button, if you could hit the subscribe button, we appreciate it. We want more people to see what we're trying to do in a live situation, so we continue to try to help people in markets. That little bell and like button help a lot to get this out to other people. So I just want to show something. What's his name? Thing to buy. Before I just popped on gold a second ago, but I'll go back. I want to ask you guys in chat, and for our current members, everybody, gold tends to follow the stock market. It's pretty close. Every now and then it'll go its own way, but it tends to go the opposite of DXY. DXY, as we can see, is unbelievably bullish from our system. And you can see how our system predicted that. We talked about it earlier. If you're wanting me to pop up gold, you can predict what gold is doing before we pop up. If DXY is super bullish, the indices are super bearish, and earlier we talked about gold being bearish. Before I flip over, because I just want to see if you're learning, in order to be bullish for gold, you have to have what? And the answer is you have to have a bullish close for gold. So when I flip over to it, if there's no bullish candle close, there's no reason to go higher. And there's probably a bigger chance that gold is put in a new low. And so now, if you guys remember on these candles, we were right here a second ago, not a second, a couple of minutes ago on gold. So let's say that you missed this entire volatile move. But look right here. This is where True Algo really does help set you up from an edge creating perspective. Let me rewind one candle. Again, guys, this is live. Watch. I'm only saying thing to buy because he was the one, or he, she, whoever was asking about gold. And I just want to show you, and you can rewind the tape in case there's confusion. This is still a bearish close. And we told you it would need to close way up here to be bullish. So we know the next candle from the system is going to probably be a bearish candle. We have no reason to go up higher. So if you want to go to a tiny micro time frame, yes, there's an idea to get a long position, but not using our system. It has to have a 15-minute close bullish in order for prices to want to start to reverse bullish. All we're doing is creating an edge. There's no way to know if it's going to go up or down. It's always a 50-50. But the only thing we can do is create an edge. And I want to show you the very next candle puts in a new low. So for the people who are asking about gold, guys, let's say you missed the entire move earlier, but you're like, hey man, I'm going to catch the absolute low on gold and it's going to go up and I'm going to make a ton. Instead, we teach you if you close below our box, you simply target the next box lower. And where people think the moves aren't big, those of you guys that are on gold, there's no stop hunt on this candle. You guys see it? Zero stop hunt. And again, we are not a buy-sell indicator. We are not financial advice. All we are is someone who's trying to create an edge and educate in markets. But 73 points or a $7 move on the very next candle on gold. And those of you that are on gold, you know how big of a move that is in a single candle. So gold right now is at the very bottom of the swing box. it has to close bullish on a 15-minute or 30-minute time frame to have a big reversal set up bullish. So right now, for all of our current members, what do we continue to expect for gold? Lower or higher? Which one? And as you ask yourself that, for those of you that haven't been here as long, it's just simply we look for lower until we get a bullish candle close. It takes all of the emotion out. Markets are usually harder because of the psychology, not because of the actual moving of candles. For any of you that struggle with the volatility of markets, let's say you struggle with index futures or you struggle with gold or Forex, oil is one of the most lowest volatility assets that are out there. Those of you guys that have seen our social videos, right here is our bullish scalp target on oil. Right here, 90% hit rate intraday. It gets hit, we close below, it comes and puts in a low. Comes up, doesn't get to our box, letting us know that markets are still bearish. But I just want to show you from a live perspective, if you don't want to use, these are 30-minute candles. Okay, if you want to, ooh, this is not, what's it called? And I'm just letting it load up. Give me a second. There we go. From a live perspective, you can see the tap of the box and it's holding. And right now we're looking for a little bit of a back test on oil and then potentially for something like this. As soon as you close back inside the box, the long is invalidated. Nothing is perfect in the world. And then now you can look for prices to go lower. But I do want to draw your guys' attention to one thing that we help our members with, right? If you guys look in the bottom right hand of my screen, I know it's really small, but we try to make it small so it doesn't bother your eyesight when you're looking at charts. You guys see this down here? You see that red arrow? It's telling us from a swing perspective, a weekly perspective, we have a red down arrow. That means markets are trending bearish for oil. We have a different way that we define trends. What does that mean? Overall, we should be looking for reasons for oil to go lower than higher. You can still get these little scalps off of a box live, but overall, the system lets our members know we are expecting from an educational standpoint that oil should look to go lower for the rest of the week. And remember that today's Friday, so it's the last day of the week. Gold is now put in a new low. I'll keep coming back to it just to keep showing you guys the power of the system. Where everyone thinks that you can nab the absolute bottom on gold. Are you guys seeing how we just put it in a new low? And we're very, very close now to taking the liquidity over here. But just showing you like how gorgeous that is, where everyone keeps thinking you're going to be able to nab the absolute bottom on gold, and then the bigger players continue to push those people out of their position. DXY is still absolutely going for it. The pound continues to put in a new low. DXY, a new high. And now index, folks, look at it. Where everyone thinks that you have to be on a specific time frame, be it a 1 minute, a 3 minute, a 5 minute. It's so hard to reproduce what those people are doing. But I just want to show you. Look at True Algo. We are almost to our scalp target. You guys see it right here? You can go back and rewind the tape. We're almost there. There is a 88, right up here in the top part of your screen, 88% chance we will hit this intraday. And we are almost there. The NQ, 83% chance we hit this intraday. And then for, let me see if this is not low. Oh, do I have it off? Where are you at? I don't have it on for US 30, folks. By the way, US 30, folks, you guys have just now got to the box. You have gone a True Algo 180 box to box. This is now over a 200-point move, it looks like, just by eyeballing it. There's the first bearish candle close. I apologize. It is only a 182-point move so far on US 30. There is no reason for markets to flip bullish until what? Those of you guys that are here and you are still learning how we use our system. When will markets, using True Algo, when will we start to look for reasons to be bullish? When? And as you guys are thinking, and there's a delay, so I'm always like waiting for it to happen from the chat. The only way to get a bullish move right now is we have to get a bullish candle close. These are not bullish candle closes. They're red. The candle has to close way up here. So So from an educational standpoint, I hope that we are helping. We're trying to show that guys, what you're seeing right now, our members in our group are in chat, like they're here watching the stream. We do this 5 days a week for them, every single day during New York. We try our best never to miss a stream. We always do it during New York because that's the highest volatility of markets. You don't have to avoid a certain session and stuff like that. But yeah, this is an area now where we expect price to continue to go lower until after tapping these boxes, we can get a bullish close. I do want to point out one thing to everybody. We call this like the True Algo triumvirate trifecta. It's quite the mouthful. It's like we're being on ESPN. Right now, you ES SPY SPX folks, you are hitting into a box. The US 30 folks, you are hitting into a box. The NQ folks, you are almost at a box. When all three of these assets hit a box, the predictability of a reversal is very high as soon as they close the opposite way. So these are bearish candles. If we can get the NQ to go slightly lower, then all three could be setting up a big potential reversal. But I have to remind all of you, using our True Algo predictive system, these blue lines that you guys see on your screen, this scalp target right here, there's one bearish right now on the NQ. The US 30, you just cleared it. We did that live on the stream earlier today. We expect those to get hit during this New York session 88% of the time. That is a very, very high hit rate. But we don't just blindly, and now we have another close. We don't just blindly go to it. We have to wait to get to a box or have a bearish reversal set up to get there. And now you see it. And I just want to show you guys live. Look at the candle. All of you that are watching, do we have a bearish or bullish reversal yet? Did the candle close bullish? No, it did not. It doesn't matter. The candle's starting to flip green. It has to have a close because remember, look at this wick up here that everyone chased, and then look what the candle does on the very next one. So you have to have a bullish candle close. But just for all of our current members, from those of you that do like to be on small time frames, 2 out of 3 right now are building long ideas. Building long ideas. The only thing that's not there yet is the US 30. Sorry, the NQ, not the US 30, folks. Sorry. You guys look down here on our dashboard on DXY, you are trending bullish. You guys see the up arrow that's green, bottom right down here? That means DXY for the rest of the day is going to look for higher prices overall. And then right now on the pound, or if you trade cable, you guys see the opposite. This is what's so good about our system. You can build confluence very easy. We have a down arrow that's red. That means for the rest of today, we expect lower prices on the pound. Gold has put in a new low at the very end of that candle. Gold is now closed below the box. So this is how you can really simplify how to move with the predictive market. With gold right now, I'll even make it big. We've closed below the box. So I want all of you, especially the newer folks, what do you do now from a True Algo edge predicting system? What do you do now on this candle? Are you bullish? Do we go up now, or do we look for reasons to go down? And so what you do is you simplify everything from an edge creating perspective. This candle has closed below our predictive box that has been here to help you for the whole week. You simply look for the next box lower. We tell you that on our socials, and right now live, you get to watch this candle go red. When this candle closes green back up here, now you have reasons for price to look to be bullish. But we can see that it closed below the box. Therefore, we expect lower prices, and you can see the very next candle that prints immediately is red. It just takes the psychology and the emotions out. I'm not saying that markets are easy. I'm just saying it's better to have a system that is predictive, that gives you an idea before price gets there. That way you can make an idea and a plan in your head. It can still go the opposite way and absolutely wreck. That's what markets do. I'm just trying to show you from a live perspective, we can create an edge. That's what we talked to you guys about in our socials. We are creating edges in market, and you can see the very next candle is bearish. Oil is now retesting the box. And I just want to point, like, if you're like, well, look, oil closed green and then the next candle's bearish. I agree with you. I told you nothing is perfect. By the way, gold, new low just now. Look at it live. The difference of our system, guys, is right now on oil, we are trending bearish. You cannot forget that that exists. We are trending bearish. What does that mean for the rest of the week? It even says W. We are looking for lower prices overall. You guys see what happened on gold, by the way? You see the next candle? And again, this candle right here, there's the bearish close. You guys see how there was no stop hunt on that candle? Just straight down. This candle, in case, for those of you that have never practiced on gold, that is $410 a contract. For anyone who has never practiced on gold. This move is bigger than most people are able to extract per day, per week. Zero stop hunt. And this is something that we're trying to always create an edge in our system. We always talk about that we're able to do it live and we try to predict it versus coming back days later and saying, hey, look how good this worked out. That doesn't help our members. And by the way, just to show you guys what happened as I'm clicking around, you see what the ES just did on this current candle? Remember how it was green? And it gives you that FOMO that you want to go long. And I told you, our system tells you you can't go long until you start to, and when I say go long, what I mean is like we're trying to predict in the future what the candles can do. And I'm trying to do it live from a demo in paper trade purpose only. This is only for education. I'm telling you that this candle has to close green just for me to have reasons to look for price to predict higher. And right now, it's back to being red and it put in a new low. And we have these scalp targets below us. I'm just trying to show you that where people saw like the candle currently now is green. And you have all these reasons to like, it's going to push up. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to get to short the absolute or long the absolute bottom. That's a retail mentality thing. Instead, all these are bigger players taking profits to get us down to some bigger targets we have using True Algo's predictive system. Excuse me, I'm just trying to drink a little bit because this flu is absolutely killing me right now. So New York is going to open in about 25 minutes. Right now, I'm going to look at a couple of stocks. If any of you guys are into that, man, look how good Microsoft was. So at True Algo, we talk about using the Magnificent Seven stocks to sort of help guide what the indexes can do. So right now, Tesla, you guys can see, this is Tesla, has gotten to our daily reversal bullish box. That means Tesla's leaning on the bullish side. That means indexes should lead a little bit on the bullish side. Apple has gotten to our daily reversal box and has flipped bullish. That means Apple is on the bullish side. That's 2 for 2. Microsoft. Man, if you were able to trade Microsoft today, look at how perfect the box above cuts price and look at the short opportunity on Microsoft. You're talking about catching a $12 move. For any of you guys that practice on options contracts, it's unbelievable, this move you can catch. But right now, look at how good True Algo is on Microsoft. You guys see this wick to the tick. It hits the box and the boxes are stacked. It's a magnet. We expect price to come to there. You can see Apple's pushing up live. That means indices right now are pushing up, guys. So look at, there's Microsoft starting to put in a new, or this green candle. It's bullish. That means that's 3 for 3 right now that stocks are looking bullish. NVIDIA is over here on the right side of your screen. It is at a neutral position. So that is a conflict because it's neutral. I say it's neutral because it's in between boxes. It's not tapping anything. And so now, just really quick, I'm going to check Amazon. See if Amazon is bullish, bearish, or neutral using our True Algo system. And right now, it is also neutral, though it did have a bearish reversal a little bit earlier during the news event. I'm going to check out Google. And then I'm not going to even look at Meta, as Meta tends to not have as much pull as it used to in markets. Right now, Google is bearish. You see how it closed bearish from our box, and now it's targeting the next box lower. So the biggest conflict right now in the Magnificent Seven for stocks is that Google is bearish, NVIDIA is neutral, And then the other big big five are all bullish. That means we're more bullish than bearish right now on stocks, if you're someone who checks stocks. But I just want to show you guys really quick. If you're like, hey man, does your system work on everything? Well, let's check it out. Leave our beacon on, and I'm going to turn off our companion indicator, just showing you how good the system is. Right here, there's your beacon this is on Google. And then down here, there's your scalp target. There's a 98% chance that Google will clear this beacon over a 3 month, over a 1 month, 3 month period. I apologize. And if you guys look in the top right, there's a 63% chance that Google will get down to the scalp target. It just gives us reasons for price to get down there. And then as you watch the news event in one single candle, boop, boop, it comes and clears the beacon. But look, it hasn't cleared the scalp target yet. And then you can see on the very next candle. There you go. And that's what I was saying to you. Look, by the way, live, we just said it, guys. Google did not put this low in just now. Google was up here, but I told you it closed below our box, so we're simply looking for Google to go box to box. It now has, live on screen. You guys see it? Gold still under the box, oil still holding. Why does it keep saying? DXY has now gotten to the next box above, right here. Has to close bearish in order for it to be a bearish reversal setup. Indices right now are still trying to hold the box to flip bullish. For all of our current members, on the ES SPX SPY, that's this chart right here on your guys' screen. Why, if this candle closes green right now, why would it be a bad idea to look for reasons for price to push up? Why? Specifically only on this chart. Why would it be a bad idea to long in between this area? I ask you guys. And the reason why I say that, and there's always a delay, so I have to wait for people to type. For all of our current members, what we teach them is, let's say you're someone who's like, man, I only like to be on the NAS. Like, that's what I do. I am on SPX, SPY, the ES, that's what I'm on. This is a lower probability long idea because if you go long when it closes between here, you're going to be longing into a box that's right next to it. So what happens is price closes here and then boop, where you think it's going to go like that, it just immediately goes like this. But this is why the system is so good, what we teach you. If you close above here and you want to go long, maybe look at the NQ or the US 30 to see if there's a better idea, because now you're bullish on the ES, SPY, SPX. And now simply look to the right side of your screen. What happens if you have a close above this box here? That means you have two of our assets that would have a bullish candle close, but the US 30 does not have anything above it to stop it. So it would have a bigger opportunity from a predictive standpoint to push up stronger. So using our system, you can quickly identify if you're going to start to flip bullish on an asset. It takes you 5 seconds to just look at the other assets to see if they're out of box, if they have something right above it. It gives you reasons to be predictive. And just to show you guys, like as we've been talking for the past 10 or 15 minutes, you see how the current candle hasn't really gone anywhere? And it's expected. We are at a box now. We already had the moves earlier from the system. And now this is where retail traders tend to get trapped waiting for New York to open. And so when New York opens here in a little bit over 15 minutes, we have these scalp targets and beacons below us that we expect New York to come and want to tap. And that's something that we're going to look for. And for any of our current members, excuse me, 1 second. For all of our current members, guys, look at New York right now. We are starting to look to get accepted into the New York of yesterday on the ES. We are already accepted into the New York yesterday on US 30. We are almost there. If you guys look, the New York from yesterday is almost on the scalp target. You guys see that for our current members? So that's something that we're going to be looking to hunt the NQ to come test that. For those of you guys that keep asking on gold, just showing you, Sorry for the coughing. This flu is killing me. Just showing you guys on gold. What do you see right now? It's so important. Like when I was in markets in the beginning, I always thought I was going to catch the low and I always thought I was going to catch the high. I was talking to our members about this yesterday. Every time you think you're going to catch the low or the high, wouldn't you then hold it forever? Not ever, you know what I mean? But like, don't you want to hold it for a potential $5,000-$6,000 move? We always are taught as retail traders to try to nab the high or low, which is almost impossible when you're a retail trader. And then what happens is you get into those positions and then you get out of the position so fast and then you miss the whole move. So what our system teaches you and what I'm trying to show you right now, look at gold. Gold has yet to move. It's staying below our box. There's no reason for us to want to predict to gold to go higher until it can close bullish. And that's why I love the system. It keeps me out of making those retail trader mistakes. Everything you guys hear, we try to say differently than the other 90% out there. Why? Because the other 90% that people learn, are taught, or they hear, those people lose 90% of the time. So we try to break that statistic with our members. We want to predict and create an edge. And really quick, I do actually want to pop, by the way, look, just to show you live, real quick, look at Google. Google has now put in a new what? You guys see it? This is why I love this system. It does not matter the asset. It does not matter the class. I told you, the system tells us when you close below a box, you simply target the next box lower, and then you create your own entry model ideas for whatever you want to do, and there is another bearish candle close and a new low put in on Google. I want to look at Meta really fast. Meta was the only one I didn't look at. Meta, I'm guessing they had earnings yesterday. And I'll be, it's so crazy. Like, I laugh sometimes when I check out the assets because I mean, I don't trade a million different things, but just showing you, like, there's the break of the swing box and we had a beacon. And we talk about, like, when you close above a beacon, you look for the next box higher. This is at earnings, which I totally understand. Let's say you missed the earnings call, okay? And you weren't in a position on Meta. Now, this chart looks terrible when you look at it like this, but I want to show you the power of the system. Look, we have closed above the swing box on Meta. What does that mean? You look for higher prices. Let's say you missed that candle. Look at the very next candle, guys, and look what price did. Even if you miss the open volatility, we've closed above the box, and we simply target the next box higher. And now look where Meta stops to the tick today. Look, this is what you guys always see in our socials. It is like the exact drawing. It comes up, it hits, this is the last place it should go high for a day before it reverses bearish. There's the candle close, a beautiful back test of our box, and then Meta starts falling off for take profits. It is from a predictive standpoint because the boxes are there before price gets there. Sit on Goog, see if we can continue to get new lows on it for the day. We now have a green candle close. So this is super, super important, guys, as you're watching live. We have a bullish candle close on all three indices, US 30, NQ, ES. Let me get a drink real quick. So from here, we have a bullish candle close. We have a bullish candle close. So yes, these are reasons now watching markets, we can look for prices to start to push upwards from a predictive standpoint. The NQ is not. It is at a no zone. It is in between. It did not tap the box. So for me, I would look towards US 30 and I would look towards the ES, just simplifying things for myself. The only thing I would like to caution everybody again is that New York is going to open in 13 minutes and we still have these targets below us. So let's say New York pops open, gets to the top of the box, and then that's what we get during. Now, listen, I don't expect that to happen in the first 2 minutes of New York. New York is an 8-hour session. So that's the other thing to expect too. People always want something to happen instantaneously. And then just to show you guys like the power of the box. Again, sorry for the coughing with the flu. Though these candles are green, and this is what can really help you with our system. The candle closed green, right? The candle has not closed above the box. Let me show you what I mean. This candle has closed green, but you see how the close did not occur above the box? And now look at the US 30. It did not occur, I'll zoom in for you, above the box. The close is right here. So what does that mean? Price is still going to struggle to go up. Once you get closes after tapping boxes above the box, then we can look for price to want to push up higher from a predictive standpoint. But just showing you like why they're still struggling. But the other reason too, guys, is New York's not open yet. New York opens in 12 minutes. And one of the other reasons too for the current members is like it's such a good opportunity right now on DXY that it is stopped at the GP box above us. The pound is still below. Let me go check out the euro, see how that looks for any of you Forex folks. You'll see on the euro here in a second, we have the beacon target, the scalp target. Absolute, man, look at the idea on the euro. Man, you want to talk about like how something that can help you, man. That's the beacon, that's the boxes, and there's the companion from True Algo. For all our current members, what do we call this? What is this? You have a box stacked in a box. That is a True Algo magnet. We open here, price comes up. There's your bearish candle close. Now you have reasons to go lower. Well, why should we go lower? There's your True Algo beacon right there. There is a 94% chance that these beacons will be cleared over a 3-month process. That gives you a target area for reasons to get down here. And then on top of that, you turn our True Algo companion on up here in the top left, guys. There's our companion app, and super, super important right there. There's your True Algo scalp target. You go back one candle. Look in the top right of your screen. Sorry for all my wonderful drawings, by the way. Get these bad boys out of the way. There we go. Look in the top right of your screen for you Forex folks. Top right. You guys have seen the socials, right? 89% chance that this bad boy right there is going to get hit. 89% chance during the New York session or during today because it hasn't been hit yet. But here's the point. You can't blindly, and we teach this in our learning platform because you have access to our videos about how we teach you because we are an education platform. We are not a buy-sell indicator. We do not teach you how to buy short or long. We are here to teach you how to predict markets, okay? You can see right here, we have reasons to get down to this target on the euro. 89% chance. This works for all of our asset classes. You just saw it on Google, completely different asset class. Right here is your bearish candle close. Let's say you missed the first two, that's fine, but there's your bearish confirmation close right there. Here's your stop idea. And now watch. If you ever struggle to find where you should take profit, well, look, there's your scalp target right there. 89% chance you could get down here. And then you're simply invalidated when you close above the current candles. Then you also have this box here. You have opens, and then boom, you have our True Algo beacon. This is a brand new part of our system we just debuted this week for our members. We let them beta test it last week, and now I know that that has a 92% chance to be cleared over a 3-month process, not just today. But when you close below this box, now you have reasons to get to this True Algo beacon. But this one right here, that is today. There is an 89% chance you're going to hit that level. But what I want to show you is our True Algo reversal boxes already have set up the short idea. And then you guys saw what happened in markets. No stop hunt. Goodbye. And it's really important, guys, for you to absorb this chart right here. Most people today are going to say, there's no way you could have caught this candle. I told you when you go back and watch this stream, everything was bearish except for DXY. But even before that, our system on the US 30, on the euro, on the pound has already set members up during the London session for potential short ideas. And then you see what happens. And this is the stuff from a predictive standpoint about creating an edge in markets that we're trying to do for our members. And we mean it. By the way, look at US 30 and the ES now. And I always talk to my members about this using a predictive standpoint. Do you hear me, guys, what I just said to you when we were back over here? What did I tell you about these candles? It has to close where from a higher predictability standpoint? because we have scalp targets from True Algo below us. Look at the current candle. Do you see how these bodies cannot close above the box? I told you there is a higher predictability of a reversal when they close above the box. And now you're watching price dump on the indices still. Trying to get to these scalp targets for this New York pop here shortly. Again, I apologize for all my throat clearing and coughing. The flu is going around like crazy. I'm just reading people's notes. If you're someone that uses ICT concepts, but you struggle to reproduce what is being done in a live environment, and you need to see areas where you can expect your idea to play out, that's where our system helps you. Again, think about that. You can try to guess like it's this fair value gap, this liquidity zone, this breaker, this order block. The whole point is all of those things are different on every single time frame, but our boxes are not. So what happens if you're an IC trader, CT trader that uses those concepts? You want those objects that you're using on every different time frame to exist in this box. If they don't exist in this box, then there's a less probability they're going to play out. So you get this little X-ray vision into the markets, and then now you can have reasons to move where you need to. Yeah, Andre, I appreciate it, bud. Like, I feel if I'm not sick, the family's getting sick, friends are getting sick, and it will not go away. And it always like attacks my throat. But I will continue to do my best to not miss streams. That's the one thing we've stayed really consistent about with our members, is trying to always be on stream with you guys, and we have been. Ugh. Any other last minute questions you guys have? I am going to watch the New York Open here just for about 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to be getting off, and I'm going to head back over to our Discord side, not to stream, but I'll be sitting there talking to our members and answering questions. And then this Sunday, we have another macro update for our members based off what we think charts are going to do. And then we'll start, again, our 5 streams a week, Monday through Friday next week. Thanks for being a long-time member, Nat. We appreciate it. Most people always are trying to, I feel when they join new indicators, there's always some type of snake oil. Like, it can't be that good. And we are not just an indicator. We are a community that educates you. We have a learning platform that has well over 1,000 videos now, if you want to watch all of them, or 1,000 hours of videos, sorry. All of our live streams that we do for members, we put on the learning platform as well. So you can watch them back when you have time. Because we live stream 5 days a week, but we know not everybody can make it. So we put them on the website so people can watch it when they can. And we're just trying to educate through markets. Do fractals form part of your analysis? Yeah, you can use fractals. You can use fractals, trend lines, fair value gaps. If you're someone who uses RSI, everything that you guys say, like what you guys are all putting in chat, is awesome, because you're all describing different techniques and different indicators that you could put in, or again, specifically techniques. Let's say you're someone who uses MACD. The problem with MACD or RSI or fractals, they are different on every time frame. So the way you improve the rate that they could work is now you can pop them onto an indicator that shows you reversal boxes ahead of time. So you want to see those fractals form in the box. That's where you want the low to be in to get a bullish reversal. If there's no fractal here, if there's no fair value gap over here to be filled. Like, for instance, guys, look, there's a fair value gap right there, correct? I just want to show you guys something for all you ICT folks out there. Look, what do you guys see right here? What is this? You see this fair value gap? Why did price not reverse once it got cleared? And this is the thing. True Algo helps you when you want this gap to be filled and for price to reverse. Our system tells you, look, you see this gigantic box? Until you close bullish, there is no reason after that gap gets filled to push back up. That's why when this gap got filled on this wick of NFP, you guys see the wick right here? This is more for you ICT folks right now. You see how the wick gets bought up after that gap gets filled? But within instantaneously on the same candle or the next candle that prints, we reverse bearish because these are bearish candles into our box. Until you get a bullish candle, you're not going to look for price to reverse. And now if you have fair value gaps lower, you can finish trying to clear them like this one down here. So if you're an ICT trader and you want this to be cleared right there, depending, these are 15-minute candles. What that means on a 30, it's going to be there. And you want to get down here. As soon as you close below this box, now you have reasons to get down here and fill this fair value gap that exists. And so you can use whatever techniques you guys already use, whether it's liquidity grabs. Let's say you're someone who uses Fibonacci retracement. You could be someone who just uses something as simple as this, guys. Look, and I mean it. You could just be someone who is sitting here and using trend lines. There you go. But the question is, when price breaks the trend line right here, do you go long now? Or do you look for reasons to go short? Well, we've closed bearish, and the other indices are already showing reasons, as we showed you guys, that price is going to continue down. You guys can use whatever technique. You don't have to abandon anything you ever went to or you've used in the past. You just now have a predictive system that should show you where those techniques should work out better. New York is just about to open, by the way, in less than 30 seconds. Someone was asking, I think it was earlier, is it time to go long on gold because they see it hovering down here? Look how gold keeps back testing the box. And I'm just laughing because I love our system. Until we close bullish, there's no reason for gold to go up. And you're seeing it, guys, this is live. It is not a farce. And there's another candle open right there. And just really quick, I just want to point out oil. Look, we told you from a weekly perspective, we are expecting lower and lower prices. And now gold is open. And look, another candle on gold, straight red. Let me pop back over to indices. There's a bullish candle close right now on the ES, folks. Look, bullish candle close, bullish candle close. Sorry, I'm talking faster because New York has more volatility. On the US 30, I told you if US 30 closed above, it had less stuff in its way to move up. Look, bullish close above the box. ES, bullish close above our box, but the ES is not as interesting to me because it's going into another box. The US 30 is the one that has clear space to run now. You guys seen that live? Right here. You see how I told you the candle has to close above the box. It can't just close inside it. The higher predictable move for market direction is above the box. Gold, as you can see, can't do it. It's still below. Oil, bearish close in the box. Oil is now accepted into the box. You cannot look for reasons for it to want to push up till it closes bullish. You can simplify everything. The euro is at our swing box. Look how good it can't even close the candle below the box. Such a good opportunity right here. When the euro closes below the box, we expect continuation down. If not, this is an area where the euro will start to collect bullishness. And then the higher predictable move is when it closes above the box here. Very simply can move from asset to asset. Back over to the indices now. Just showing you guys with the NQ, folks. Look at the NQ compared to the other assets right now. Look at it. You see how it's red? You're about to turn red on the ES right now. But look at this candle. And it's because it didn't get to our box yet. And now it's about to. And I just want to point out, look how the ES, I told you it is a harder thing to trade at open if it closed bullish because you would be longing into our box. We are talking about creating an edge before markets do anything. Look, do you see how it stops it instantaneously? This is why I told you the ES and SPY SPX would not be a higher predictability long idea because you're going to smack into a box. The NQ is now smacking into the box. Remember, we have bearish scalp targets right here on the ES, on the NQ, right there. ES is right there. And we have a True Algo beacon right here for the US 30, folks. Watching for this to get hit live on stream. Just watch it. If you guys are okay, I just really quickly want to go check over to the stocks But no, I can't leave. It's going to get popped as soon as I change the stock. I will just wait. So let's say you were someone that was waiting to get into New York Open today. And then we opened right here on New York. And guys, again, if you can, just go back and watch the stream. And you don't have to rewind it too far, about what I said, why ES SPY SPX would be a bad idea to long, because you'd be longing into a box and you can see what the candle does immediately. Crypto folks, I see you, Dubs. Crypto right now, if you are someone who trades crypto, your markets never close. Absolutely killing it. This is the swing reversal box. We have continued bearish targets. By the way, Ethereum, you got to our scalp target and almost to our beacon. You have continued bearish candles. We expect lower prices until you close above the box. Bitcoin it literally looks like the same exact chart. There's your scalp target. There's your beacon below. Bitcoin is slightly bullish compared to Ethereum because you did close above the box. And Tether is below the scalp target. So looking for Tether now to be slightly bearish, Bitcoin to be slightly bullish. But Ethereum is still bearish until it gets above the box. I don't want to miss this in a second. Apple looks really, really bullish. Ooh, very bullish right now. Google, what happened to Google? Was there a release, earnings release? Look at Google. Look what I told you guys. Until it closes bullish, it's going to target lower. Man, somebody dumped Google like there's no tomorrow. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, all bullish right now. And yet the indices, they're still sitting in the same spot. That's what's so cool about the indicator. You can pop around to different asset classes and find your best opportunity. I'm just laughing because like the stocks are all in different places because of the earnings season right now. It's gnarly. But you guys saw Google, right? This is Google right here on the left side of your screen. Just to, again, show you the system. Watch this. This might not look like a box to you, but I can simply click our indicator, and now I'm going to go to trending. You guys see what we told you earlier about Google? Red arrows down. Here is your bearish candle confirmation close, and you simply target the next box lower. And as you can see, Otoro, are you still here, bud? Look how good this is, man. You guys see that? This is the last level of the day on Google, and it's to the tick. I smile because the advantage of the system is about creating an edge that you can bounce around to any asset class and really quickly formulate an idea. For all of our current members, why would it be a bad idea to short Google right here? You are shorting the absolute low of our system. Instead, you flip the statistic in your favor, and now our members know, man, this is as low as it's ever supposed to go in a day. That's an opportunity. And then, boop. Even if you're not going to look to go long, you just know you don't short right there. It's to the tick, guys. It's unbelievable. And just showing you, like, there's the bearish candle close, and you simply target the next box, and the goal was achieved. Again, sorry for the coughing. It is hurting right now. Indexes are struggling. Before I click over, just by judging what the couple of the stocks are doing, still seeing it. And by the way, just from a predictive standpoint from everybody, look at the NQ right now. As it gets to the box, and now it's flipping up bullish. Very strong right now, too. US 30, you're about to put in a new low. Reminder, US 30, folks, you have that beacon target right here that we're looking to get to. NQ right now does not care. It is just on a moon season from tapping the box from a live perspective. US 30, you're coming to it. Watch the right side of your screen right now, guys. If you ever thought that the US 30 and the indexes have to all move the same direction, not so much. Not with True Algo. You can watch them move in the opposite direction and try to take advantage of the edge. Again, we're trying to get down here for the US 30, folks. I would ask the market makers if they could please hit it here in the next 8 minutes. That would be fantastic. For you ES, SPX, SPY folks, if you get a close inside the box right here, left side of your guys' screen, right there, then you can look for some continuation to try to target the other side of the box. And the only reason why, or sorry, as we're building confluences, we have the NQ that has now flipped bullish from tapping the box. US 30 would be the only conflict that's going against you. DXY still holding bullish. And then the euro right there at the bottom of the box, but it hasn't closed bullish just yet. And now it's starting to flip bearish. You guys, if any of you guys followed cable or the pound, I just look at all the circles. These are the closes and the scalp targets on the pound. I'll get back to it in just a second. NQ still going for it on this moon mission right now from tapping the box. ES is trying to muster up some strength into our box here, but it's so hard from a swing perspective. Really quick, just showing you guys, if you're a Forex trader, right now, you had the short opportunities from all of these ideas. Every single candle keeps closing bearish. Every single candle keeps putting in a new low. And right now, you back tested the box right here. You guys see it? And then, whoop, new low that's being put in. So looking for cable or the pound, depending on what you guys classify the name, to get down to this box here. Gold still remains below our box. Every retail trader that thinks they're going to keep getting a long idea from gold, our box keeps stopping it. And then oil, as we said earlier, bearish candle closes. And from a swing perspective, our indicator is telling us in our dashboard, that oil looks for lower prices for the rest of the week until that arrow flips different color. It keeps the emotions out of the way. Bitcoin did put in a new high on that current candle. Ethereum is trying for you crypto folks. It needs to close above the box to help push that price up. And then you want to keep tether below our scalp target. ES putting in a new high on that current candle. US 30, very ugly. Wicks on both sides. It's still bearish in our box. NQ muscling up. Going to get up here to the fill side of our box. Also, the NQ coming up here would get into some fair value gaps for you ICT traders. If you're on a bigger time frame too, it could be a potential order block, but there is fair value gaps in here for reasons to get up. And it's just about to hit that, what's it called? Oh my God, my brain. Right here is where that will start. Notice how that ES keeps struggling once it taps into this box. It's very hard to break it. In less than 5 minutes, we'll have another bigger candle confirmation close, those 15-minute candles. It needs to close in the box to have some type of bullish acceptance. If not, right now you can see live how it's going to keep struggling right there. So just to show you guys what Nat just posted, we were talking about it earlier. This is a fair value gap for you ICT folks, but look how far it goes down. Goes down to right there. But you see how True Algo gave you the box right here? So if you're someone who's waiting for that gap to be completely filled, which you guys all know gaps usually only get filled about 50%, and then you start looking for ideas. Well, it went further than 50% down. That's about right where this is. It taps this box, and now you have an opportunity. But you had that fair value gap from the beginning to produce an idea for what you wanted markets to do. That's why we say we help ICT traders, because if you're wanting this entire gap to be filled, which is what some newer people to those concepts do, these smart money concepts, this box helps you from a predictive standpoint that there's no reason to go below this box until it closes below it. Does that make sense? Just trying to help you from a predictive standpoint. But the best part of the day was that you did not take this liquidity right here. You guys see that? That was yesterday. You didn't take it. And that's because True Algo stopped it in the swing box to push down in the first place. So if you're a fair value gap trader, this offered you that opportunity to get down to this fair value gap. And then if you're an FFG trader and you wanted it to get filled, it doesn't get completely filled. And now, boom, that's 2 straight wins back to back. And these are monster wins, guys. These are not little moves, okay? Those of you guys that are ICT folks, I'm not even all the way down, and that's 85 handles. That's 340 ticks. And we're not even fully down. And again, as now we're entering into this other fair value gap for you folks. Sorry for the quick play-by-plays. US 30 is unbelievably struggling still. NQ and ES continuing to muscle up from the boxes. Gold just, oh, it almost did. I can see on the top of my screen. Gold is almost now put in a new low. Oil has put in a new low because it was at this line earlier. That's again showing you the predictiveness of the system. where everyone's going to keep saying, hey, should we go long on gold? You can do whatever you want. Using our system, we do not look for reasons for price to go up until it closes bullish in the box or preferred above it. And instead, gold will continue to rip retail traders that continue to look to long because they think that it can't go any lower. We have to have a predictive system that can get the mentality and the psychology out of the way. Oil's almost going to be, reminder that oil's on a weekly bearish trend using our True Algo system. That's the target right here, this green, for all the current members. The pound has just put in a new low during this candle. It's also a new low for the day. Even if you missed all the moves earlier, True Algo back test, New York opens, bearish candle, we target the next box lower. Simplify the idea. US 30, you're still hanging in the boxes. NQ just put in a new high. ES putting in a new high as well. You did have your bullish confirmation. And if you say, hey man, you told us that this would be harder to trade. Yes, trading is hard, guys. It is hard in markets. When we set ideas, all we're doing is creating a predictive edge. You can pick your time frame. You can pick your entry model. We're just showing you from a predictive standpoint. We got the bullish close. It's much harder to long because this box is right here. So maybe if you get that close and that's that confirmation, as soon as the NQ taps this box, there's your confluence builder. And now you look to long the NQ instead of longing the ES because the move is bigger at this point. We're now into this fair value gap as New York looks to come tap this box. All right, folks, I do have to go now. We've been on for an hour and 21 minutes. I appreciate you all hanging out with me because you do not need to in your trading day. If you have questions, please come check us out at True Algo. Please like the stream, share it. Come visit us over at our Discord. We have sales on the top of our website. We are not like other indicators. We are coaching live on candles every single day, as well as helping our members. There's a bullish candle, by the way, close in our box. If you guys need any assistance, come check us out at our Discord. We really are here to help you. I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day as we watch this bullish move continue with True Algo.